Alright guys, we are back with another hat format finals at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Creighton on the left playing a standard hat deck versus Randy on the right playing Lightsworn Ruler. So this tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8, and these two were actually the 7th and the 8th seed. Now Randy was the only X2 that made it. He had the best tiebreakers, while Creighton had 1 loss and 1 draw. And they both knocked out the 1 and 2 seed. It's unfortunate because I was a 2 seed and I lost to Creighton. So Randy normal summons Raiden, then Foolish's Wolf after he used Raiden's effect. He milled Garoth and Minerva the Lightsworn, and the Minerva that allows him to mill another extra card. That's why he milled that Upstart. Alright, so now it looks like he's going to synchro with the Raiden and the Wolf into what? Looks like he's going for Spark Dragon in defense mode, trying to play around the hands here. And here comes a Soul Charge! Target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon, then if you do, you take 1,000 for each. And you can't conduct your battle phase of turn, use Soul Charge. So Randy's going to pay 4,000 life points. It's from 8,000 to 4,000. And let's see what else Randy decides to do. So these two, Creighton wasn't really a big fan of Edison, but he has won once already on the channel during hat format. And Randy he's also got 1 win, but his win came in Edison, so we'll see if Randy can get a second win. So Crane's activates Pot of Duality, reveals Trapture, Trample, Nightmare, Murmurleo, and DD Crow. So let's see what Crane decides to add. Looks like he's going to add Trapture, Trample, Nightmare. Not the Murmurleo, so maybe he's got another monster he needs to normal summon. Maybe he's got another Murmurleo. I don't know. We'll see. But he decides to grab Nightmare, sets... The Nightmare is not going to hurt Randy too bad because he special summoned his monsters last turn. Okay, so I think Randy's going to read Nightmare and he's giving, Creighton's giving him the Nightmare to read it. I'll go over Traptrick Shuffle Nightmare. It's basically, if a monster that was special summoned this turn uses effect, negate that effect, and if you do, destroy it. So now Crane summons Card D, uses Card D's effect. I'm not going to go over Card D. It's such a long effect, but it's basically you normal summon tribute, draw 2 cards, then it goes straight to end phase, and you can't special summon. Alright. So yeah, that Traptrick Pull Nightmare is not going to stop any of these monsters, but it is good against Lightsworn Ruler because it stops Judgment Dragon, and it looks like Creighton is main decking Needle Stealing, which is... from what I was told, it caught Randy completely off guard, and it would catch me off guard too in the main deck. That's more of a side deck card. The only deck that I could maybe see main decking this card would be Girgia, but I think Creighton is main decking it because half my locals is playing like Lightsworn Ruler and Heretic Rulers and Mythic Rulers, and then I'm playing Sylvans, and Donnell's playing Sylvan, so I think that's why he decided to main deck it. I'm guessing Creighton's mindset is, I'm just going to grind the mirror match, and I want a card to stop the Soul Charge decks. So I get it. I think it'd be good in Girgia because they're always set monsters, but it's actually not that bad against Girgia too, because sometimes Girgia, they just go off on you and summon a bunch of Gigants. They go like Gigant. Alright, anyways, it looks like Randy chose to protect his Spark Dragon, and now Randy normal summons Lumina, Creighton chains to Sanctum. Sanctum special summons an artifact from your deck, and Mortal Attack, when it's special summoned during your opponent's turn, pop a face-up card your opponent control doesn't target. So he chose to get rid of the Lumina. And the start of Spark Dragon, basically it can protect a face-up card once this turn from being destroyed by battle and card effects. So it looks like Randy's going to special summon Blaster from his graveyard by banishing Michael, the Lightsworn, and Flame Guard. Yes, Michael is a dragon. I didn't know. I had to double check, but it makes sense. Alright, so Randy special summons JD. Now Randy knows he has Traptrick Hole Nightmare, so he's probably not going to use JD's effect. So he hits over Mortal Attack for 900 with the JD. Blaster, 28. And Spark Dragon, 25. So my guess is Crane's probably going to use Nightmare on JD when he mills. So Randy's kind of like, I might as well do an extra 900 damage. Yeah, because otherwise, if you can't deal with that JD, next turn he's going to blow up the field. So, yep, here he's going to use JD's effect. Creighton, or JD's effect to mill, and then Creighton Traptrick Triple Nightmares it. So we're at 18 of 4,000. Who am I rooting for? I'm always rooting for somebody, and I'm rooting for Randy. I want him to get his first win in hat. So, Crane, like I said, he's already won in hat. So Creighton sets a monster, sets a back row. Yeah, Blaster needs... Yeah, all the Dragon Rulers return to your hand during your opponent's end phase. So that's why you saw him return the Blaster to his hand. And Randy normal summons Lumina. Does Crane have a response? His hand... I think he's got 2 hands in his... He's got 2 ice hands in his hand. And he probably said fire hand. That's why me personally, I've never really... Whenever I played hands, I like 2-2. I think 3 or more can get cloggy. You can see here, Crane drew 3 of them. But then if you play 2-2, you might not see them often enough. It's kind of like the same thing when for those guys who maybe watch both Edison and Hat. Some people in my Frog Hero deck, I played 3 Caius, 1 Ryza. Sometimes I go up to 2 Ryza because I want more Monarchs. Sometimes you don't see them, so I can see why maybe 5 might be the right number of hands. Okay, so here Randy goes Lumina for Lumina, ditches Necro, and then brings back the Raiden with the second Lumina, activates Raiden's effect. Yeah, Randy's playing a really different build of Lightsworn Ruler. He's main decking like Flameville Guard, Debris Dragon. And also, some of you guys maybe watched, I uploaded a tournament in Edison format where Randy actually got 2nd place at this tournament we went to in Killeen, Texas. He almost won the whole thing. Technically, he only lost once. He went X1 in Swiss at that big tournament, but he lost in time in the Swiss rounds. And then, so the finals was his only real loss. All right, so here comes Torrential from Creighton, but he's at 18. So Randy can just protect anything with Spark Dragon. And if his back row's dead, he can attack for game. Because if you set a hand, the hand's only activated if they're destroyed by your opponent's cards. So and the hand is being destroyed by Crane's Torrential. So this might be game, but we never know. Crane could have Call the Haunted. He could have another Sanctum. You see Randy's thinking about something. I guess he's debating on what to protect, but you have to protect either the Spark or the Blaster. I think that's what his dilemma is. Like, do I protect Blaster or do I protect Spark Dragon? But then you can use Spark Dragon during Crane's turn, so I think you protect the Spark Dragon. Yeah. Plus, if he gets rid of the Spark Dragon, it's another dragon for Blaster. So he attacks. And let's see. Yeah, that is game. So Randy takes game 1. 1 win away from his 2nd win on the channel. 1st win in Hat. Or will Creighton pull off the Legacy 2-0? We'll see. So Crane's going first here, game 2. And it looks like he's going to set 3. Does he have Karkar? I think he has Karkar. Yeah, summons Karkar. And same thing as the last game. Draw 2. Pot of Greed. All right, here comes Solar Recharge from Randy. Discards Raiden. And then mills Decree. Okay, so he sided in Decree for this matchup. I know some people don't like Decree because of Ignition and Moral Tag, but when it goes off, it can win you the game. But some people prefer Trap Stun. Alright, so Creighton activates Sanctum on the Summon of Lumina. Special summons Moral Tag, pops the Lumina before he can use the effect and bring out Raiden. Obviously, there's no priority in Hat format for those of you guys who may be new. Crane's got Maxi in his hand. Alright, does Randy have any more plays? Does he have Soul Charge? Now, you pay a resolution, so he's going to target both. Creighton chains Maxi and chains Crow, so Randy will only take 1,000. Oh, that's why he did it. He crowed the Lumina, crowed the Lumina and then bottomless the Raiden. And now Crane's going to summon Murmileo. I think Crane's game plan is to, like, get rid of your Lightsworns and then make your Soul Charge also not as good in case he draws a second Lumina. And Crane knows, I'm about to hit you for 37. So Randy's on the clock. Now he sets 3 back row after he hits him for 37. I love this new Neuron thing. Alright, so Randy summons Lumina and chooses just a mill. He does get a Garoth. Does he have Honest? And Crane summons Ice Hand, and looks like Randy's conceding. So quick game 2. Alright, let's get ready for game 3 for all the marbles. Alright. I also want to see Lightsworn because Lightsworn's won when I first started uploading hat on the channel, and then lately they haven't been winning. Now, granted, when we first started, a lot of people were playing Lightsworn, but I think it was the hype. Now we're getting just a consistent like 17 to 20 players for hat. I think some people were just really excited, which it was expected. Same thing happened with when I first started Edison. We used to get a lot of people for Edison. Then it, calmed down. All right, so now Creighton normal summons Fire Hand, tries to crash into the Raiden. And here, Randy books the Fire Hand, checking the defense. All right. Activates Raiden, mills Decree, and JD. So 2 Decrees are gone. I think Decree might be unlimited in hat. It should be. I know it's semi-limited in Edison format. You always got to check these things. All right, so Randy summons Curry Bandit. So here he can make Black Rose. Do you want to make Black Rose, though? So he chooses just to use Curry Bandit's effect. So he's going to add the Soul Charge to his hand, and then he's going to get Wolf. So yes, Curry Bandit's effect is the turn is normal summon. You can tribute it, excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. And out of those 5 that you excavated, you can add 1 spell or trap to your hand. And Wolf will activate. I think that's what they're arguing about here. Does Wolf activate when it's excavated? And it does. You can see they're asking the judge. All right. Surprisingly, a lot of people that I've talked to about Lightsworn rulers, they don't like Curry Bandit. But my argument with Curry Bandit is always, I think 2 is not bad. I've been debating, because right now I'm running 3 in my Sylvan deck, but I'm debating about cutting down to 2. And yeah, drawing double Curry Bandit sucks. It's actually one of the cards I'm really considering cutting. But man, in your opening hand, when you go first, if you win that die roll, and I think I forgot to move for Raiden. Yeah, if you win that die roll and you open Curry Bandit, it's so good, especially in this Lightsworn deck. All right, so Crane flip summons the Fire Hand, summons a second Fire Hand. So he's going to crash for 100. Pops the Wolf, then pops the Raiden. And it's going to hit him with 2 Ice Hands for 28. All right, we should be 88.52. Crane's got Maxi and a few other cards. Oh, call. So yeah, Crane's getting really aggressive. So I think it's because he's playing against Lightsworn. Randy's got kind of like a decent graveyard. So Crane's like, I got to get you low to make your Soul Charge not as good. And Lightsworns, they pay a lot of life points. They pay life points for JD. They pay life points for Michael. They pay life points for Soul Charge. And he knows you have a Soul Charge in your hand, right? Yes, he knows you have a Soul Charge. Because you grabbed it last turn. So I get why Crane's being aggressive here. Because, like, let's say he Soul Charges you for 3, right? He'll be at 600, then he can't pay for JD anymore. So if he Soul Charges for 2, if he makes a Michael, then he can't pay for JD. So I get his reasoning. Ooh, and he's going to go for 101 number 80, I think, Rhapsody. This card, you can detach a material up to twice per turn to banish any card from your opponent's graveyard. I know I always bring this up, but this card was really good during Necros format. So it looks like Creighton banishes 1 Lumina. Oh, he's going to get rid of both Luminas. I think because Creighton has Deep Dark Trap Hole back there. I like the way Creighton side decks. I'm pretty sure he side decks Acid Trap Hole for the Gear deck. And probably side decks Deep Dark Trap Hole for any of these decks like Lightsworn Rulers, Sylvans, Dragon Rulers. Because it's just very versatile. You want cards that you can just go get with Murmileo. And here comes the second Soul Charge. So how many will he go for? Do you go for the Black Rose? You have a Card Trooper. So he targets Lumina and a second Card Trooper. So yeah, Randy knows he's got that Deep Dark Trap Hole, right? So he's not trying to walk into a Deep Dark Trap Hole. So he targets Card Trooper and Lumina. Looks like he's going to take 2,000. Oh. Crane does have Max C, so I'm wondering if he's going to chain Max C. I think that's what they're debating right now. Yeah, Max C and Car is his hand. So let's see. 2 back rows from Creighton. I believe one of them is Deep Dark Trap Hole. Maybe he's got Bottomless too. Oh, wow. Taking a while. Oh, he chains Emptiness. Okay, yeah. So he's not going to pay 2,000. So yeah, Emptiness is a continuous trap card that says neither player can special summon. And if a card is sent from your side of the field or your deck to the graveyard, it destroys itself. That is the effect of Vanity's Emptiness. One of the most hated cards in hat format, so it looks like Randy passes. And now Crane just drew a Moral Attack. I don't know if you want to draw that right now. Wait, Randy didn't attack? Didn't he couldn't attack over the... Did you still have to skip your battle phase? Maybe you still have to skip your battle phase since the activation wasn't negated. Okay, so here Randy's gonna take 12. Yeah, I think because of the activation was negated. I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, the activation was negated, so maybe Randy's still forced to skip his battle phase. Okay, so now Randy's got a few cards in hand. Did he side in MSTs or anything? Yeah, Emptiness hurts Randy's deck pretty bad. I think I've only played Randy once in Hat. And I remember the one time we played, I was just emptinessing him. Like, I won game 3 and game 1 with Emptiness. So, it's the same thing when the Hieratic Ruler matchup also comes down to Emptiness. So here Randy has Lila. Okay, so I think, does Randy need the Lila to get 4 names? I think he does. I don't think he has 4 names. So, okay, they're debating if he's special. Yeah, Crane's explaining it to him. So basically, I think Randy is going to attack the Fire Hand. Then the Emptiness will go. The Fire Hand will pop the Lila, but he won't get to special summon Ice Hand. Because Randy's thinking, should I just pop that back row? But then he probably needs the Lila for JD. I don't think he has 4 names. Because that Rhapsody hit his 4th name in Lumina. Alright, so yeah, Randy decides to attack. So he's going to then loses the Fire Hand, pops the Lila. And now, okay, Crane's got another set monster. So does he drop JD? Randy's at 24. So it looks like he's going to drop JD in defense mode to play around the hands. But there's a Deep Dark Trap Hole from Creighton that we knew he had. I think we knew he had. How did we know he had it? Oh, I think I saw it when he was shuffling his hand. Sorry, Randy didn't know he had that card. I knew it because I saw him shuffling his hand. Okay, that makes sense. Does Randy have another JD? Oh, no, Tempest. Okay, and Creighton chains Max C to Tempest's effect. Yeah, the Dragon Rulers, you can special summon them, but they start a chain. That's why you can chain, like, DD Crow to them, Max C. They're not inherent summons like JD or, like, Machina Fortress. Okay, Creighton sets 1, summons Car. So the Tempest returns to Randy's hand. Now he draws 2. Randy with the Jane. What did he just draw? Oh, he has Divine Wrath. That's the card he's beating a lot of people with. He beat me with that card. Because he used double Divine Wrath, and I was looking at my Rose Archer the entire time. Okay, so Crane summons Traptrix Murmileo and searches... Oh, there's a little bit of a glare. I think it's Bottomless. Yes, it is Bottomless. Yeah, Murmileo, when it's normal summon, you add a normal hold trap card from your deck to your hand. And hits Randy, leaving Randy at 800. Yeah, this is not looking good for Randy. He can't special summon JD anymore. Oh, no. Did he set a monster? Oh, Randy said Eclipse Wyvern. I didn't see it. Yeah, because Crane attacked over the Eclipse Wyvern. And Eclipse Wyvern, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish a level 7 or higher light or dark dragon from your deck. And if Eclipse Wyvern gets banished, you add that dragon to your hand. All right. So should be 88-24. This has been a long third game. The first two games went by kind of quick, but it is the finals, so it makes sense. People tend to think their plays out more in the finals. It's just a different vibe. Like every time I'm in the finals, it's just a different vibe. At least for me, I know it doesn't affect some people, but to me, I definitely feel it's a little different. So Randy tries to special summon Tempest by banishing 2 Eclipse Wyverns, but he's only going to add 1 JD. So Crane decides to deep dark trap hold the Tempest. So Randy knows he's got a bottomless to stop his Judgment Dragon that he just added to his hand. Whew. Randy's left with Garoth, JD, and a mystery card. So he normal summons Jane, maybe trying to bait out the bottomless. No response. Yeah, Jane attacks over Vermilio for 500, so that leaves Crane at 83 to Randy's 24. Does maybe Randy should side into Lance. The problem with Lance is that it doesn't stop Moral Attack and Sanctum. Otherwise, it'd be insane. Oh no, I just yawned. Someone complained about my yawning in a previous video. All right. Does Randy have a play? He normal summoned already, right? What does he have left? He attacks, so he can't use Soul Charge if he has Soul Charge. I don't think he has Soul Charge. I think his hand is Garoth, JD, and a mystery card. Okay, so he's going to drop the JD, and there's the bottomless that we knew he had. He's left with Garoth and a spell card. What spell card could he have? Maybe like Foolish Wolf or something? End-phase mills Flamebow Guard and Raikou. Alright. It's looking good for Creighton. All Randy has is a Garoth and a mystery card. And a Jane. His Tempest is gone. I think his Blaster might be in the graveyard, but I don't think it's live. Or no, I think it's gone. Alright, Crane has Crow, and he just drew Fire Hand. Does he have any Ice Hands left? Maybe the other monster he said is an Ice Hand. I mean, Crane's still high on life. He's at 8,300. Alright, Crane passes. Decides not to set the Fire Hand or crash the Fire Hand. Alright, what did Randy draw? I still see the Garrett, so Randy's checking to see how many cards are left in his deck. So he summons Raiden. I don't think Randy's playing... Oh, all 3 JDs are gone, and he has no way to get them back. And I think Diabolos is gone too. Yeah, his deck is out of power. Where's his Tempest? I think his Tempest is in there somewhere too. And Soul Charge. Yeah, Randy's deck's out of power. Yeah, I can see his deck struggling just because Crane has so many answers to a JD. So many. Sanctum, Call if he has a Moral Attack in the graveyard, Trap Trick Trap Hole, Nightmare, Bottomless, Deep Dark Trap Hole. Yeah, I can see why Randy's struggling. It's just, yeah, all his cards answer your Judgment Dragons. Alright, so... Randy's thinking going in his extra deck. Maybe he should make room for Stardust. Because game 1, Stardust would have helped him. I don't know if you go Stardust anyway, but... So he decides to just attack and then hits... Oh, it was a card D. Okay. So he kept the Fire Hand in his hand. Now he's going to Synchro for Spark in defense mode and pass. Now Crane sets a Fire Hand, sets a back row. At least I believe he set Fire Hand. Ooh, man, can Randy get out of this one? Are they close to time? I don't know the timer, so... Alright, Randy summons Gareth. I think maybe you just summon... You don't summon the Gareth here, because if it's hand, then... Yeah, I think Randy should have maybe not summoned Gareth. Just attack with Spark. Because now Randy's forced to protect. Probably the Spark Dragon. You have to protect that one. So it looks like Randy chose to protect the Gareth, and now Gareth attacks. Randy just concedes to the Sanctum. So congrats to Creighton. Pulls off the Legacy 2-0 and gets his second win on the channel. Yeah, that was a good third game though. Randy used all his power cards, but like I said, Crane just had all the answers. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the finals. Let me know if I missed anything, and check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time. And as far as Creighton's picture there at the end, I don't know. He's been using that picture with the album for years. I don't know what it's about. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.